morning, everybody. Jason Dodge, Hollis Farms. I'm going to do something just a little bit different this morning. It's supposed to be raining here in just a little while. It says like 8 or 9 o'clock, but it was sprinkling when I left. I got a feeling it might be a little earlier, but I'm not sure. I'll get up here and get some service. I'm going to check the radar one more time. But I am planning on sticking with my bow. I am not saying I'm not going to get my rifle out, but I hadn't yet, and I don't even have it in the truck. So I think the only way to kill a big deer with your bow is hunt with your bow. Sure can't kill a big one with you sitting there with your rifle. A lot of times I used to carry both when I'd go hunting, and matter of fact, the biggest deer I ever killed, I was in a ground blind, and I had both of them. And as soon as he stepped out, I didn't even think about my bow. I picked my rifle up and shot him. But I've killed some good deer with my bow. Probably, I got one. I guess my best scored in 140s or so. It was a 9-point, but nice deer. But I just wanting to stick with it. The only reason I may get my rifle out, and I started to grab it a while ago, is some of these old, I'm gonna call them culls, but older deer that's just not doing what we want them to do. That we need to get out, basically cull them out, and that's gonna be the only reason I pick up my gun or rain or whatever. But a lot of our shooting houses down here have bow windows in them, and most times it's hard to, I say it's hard, a lot of times you just don't end up with them close to your shooting houses, and I really don't want to sit in the shooting house. Just jumping around from tree to tree has been fun, and I just like doing that. It makes you hunt harder, it makes you learn more, so that's what I want to do. But I'm not gonna I used to sit in the rain all the time, and I got the rain gear to do that, but the cameras, they come with them covers you can put over them for the rain, but I don't want to do that. So I'll grab my tripod, I'll look at this radar again. It's going to be here within an hour or two. Wind's blowing pretty hard too. I'm just going to get up in the shooting house. We can kind of stay in the game and keep looking for something or watching. I ain't got to kill one. I want to, and I plan on killing a good one or two before the year's over, hopefully. But things got to line up right when you do it with a bow. I'm going to do my best not to get, a lot of times I get aggravated and get my rifle out, and I'm liable to do that again. But right now the plan is to try to get one with a bow. Even one of these older culls, I got a picture of a big old 7-point. That's just good to me. It ain't got to be some high scoring 12-point or something for me. I like shooting older deer, and that's what we're after. So we're gonna ease on down here, and I've seen several deer on the side of the highway, so they seem to be moving before this rain gets here. So we'll go find us one of these shooting houses that's got windows in it and sit for a little while, see what we can see. Alright, y'all, we locked and loaded, just barely breaking daylight. I ain't crazy about bowhunting in this shooting house, but I believe it's gonna start raining before long. We ain't gonna have long to sit in the dry. I don't want to get this camera wet, but maybe we'll at least see something. You never know. Might get lucky. Can't see one or get one if we laid up in the bed. I'm trying to get back in the groove and start going every morning, at least for a little while. We might see something. This field's a big cross, and it's got some good clover in it and some wheat in it. This is where I missed that doe the other day. I was just on the north end, so we'll just see if we can make a day of it. I can see you boy back here towards the west. It is cloudy. I guess we may
worst comes to worst, if it starts raining, we'll just kick back and take us a nap. Ain't no better place to sleep than in a shooting house. Probably what's gonna happen is a big old bug's gonna walk out there at about 100 yards. And we sit there with his bow and could have our rifle, but that's alright. We're gonna stay in the game, keep after it, getting some action. We're gonna get one with that bow. Hopefully on film before it's over with. A good one. Alright, let's let it get daylight and see what we can do. I was just sitting there thinking when I was getting my bow ready, I should have grabbed the Raven crossbow to come sit in and shoot now. Oh well, we're here now. We'll be alright. I just hope we see something. I bet they moved last night, knowing this rain was coming. And as many as I saw on the highway on the way down here, but we'll see. Well, at least we didn't get skunked yet. They came and ate just a little bit and left. They very spooky with this wind. It's starting to rain right now. At least we saw some. They're going a little and they look good. Never know, something might cross. Got this window closed, but there's two right there behind me. Things are moving pretty good.
Alright y'all, so I made it back to the barn. Had a pretty good hunt this morning, kind of surprising at the movement that we had early, but quite a few does and little ones, but no bucks. But made it back to the barn, letting dogs run around a little bit. Got a package in the mail yesterday from Amazon. Let's see if I can let me set y'all up a little better here. Alright, let's get into this thing and see what we got. It comes with a nice little bag. Oh, they got that thing made like a little backpack. That would be handy. Yeah, let's get into it. Alright, what this is, boy, it's light too, is a rock climbing harness where they tie on right there in the center. What I'm gonna do with it, I saw a guy doing this. Of course, you watch YouTube and you can just find all kind of stuff. Of course, I gotta figure this out where it's not bound up. But anyway, what I wanted, I did not want, when we start hunting out of the hang-ons, I didn't want the harness that has the tether coming out the back. I just never have liked wearing them. And I saw a guy using this, and what he does, and some people's probably gonna say that's, excuse me, not safe and all, but this is what I'm gonna do. He's sitting with his back to the tree. This is out front. He takes his tether and hooks it to the tree behind him and just kind of runs it over his leg and clips on. And I mean, I'm not planning on falling, but you never know. But I think if you went to fall with this actually, and it spun you around to where you was facing the tree instead of hanging with your back to it and couldn't do nothing, you might get banged up a little bit, but I think you could get down by yourself. Because most time, 99.9% of the time, nobody knows where I'm at anyway. And they all come with these little hangers on the side. They call them gear hangers. But what I had a hard time finding was one that had the loops on it for your lineman's belt. Found this one. This thing was pretty cheap. I don't think it was but 35, 40 bucks maybe. And super light. And I believe I'm going to put it on here in a minute. I believe it'll be comfortable. But I'll be able to hang. I'm on rig. I thought it'd be in the box, but it's not. I ordered me another lineman's belt. And since we changed the tether on the saddle, I think I'm going to have enough stuff, excuse me, to rig out. What I'm kind of hoping to do is turn my lineman's belt that I use to hang on the way up also into my tether for my safety belt. So I've been to get this thing on and get suited up just another. And one of the guys that I watched, he was talking about, I think he just wears it to his stand, you know, you could use this thing for saddle hunting. And then that might be an option too. I may do that, I don't know. Depending on how comfortable it is, it may be all I need to use for the saddle. But he said what he does, like walking in a long way, he may put on a pair of overpants or overalls or something. He just leaves the zipper open and lets his tether come out there. So that's pretty cool. But I'm finna get this thing fitted on and see how it's gonna work. Alright y'all, I'm not sure how good y'all can see this, but this thing's gonna be comfortable. It's no belts, everything just, no belt buckles, everything just slides and adjusts real easy. Got a nice back brace there. I mean, you could walk. These straps don't cut you. They go around your legs instead of cutting you off right there. Like this right here is gonna work. And I like the little hangers right here. If you was going up, you could hang a step right there and then a step right there, and I'm not going to use but 2, maybe 3 sometime. I like that. And I could easily see if you slip some pants over, just leave the zipper open, let your tether come out. We still got a couple of things to build, but boy, that right there is going to be comfortable. I like that. And I'm ready to get into the hang-on stand too and try something a little different, but that's gonna work right there. And that was cheap. Like I said, I don't think it was what, 35, 40 bucks. Well made too. I like that. Still raining. Looks like it's gonna rain for a little while now. Alright y'all, so came back down here. I'm not planning on hunting this afternoon, but I did come back down kind of midday, a little after lunch, and put my 2 lone wolf climbers up. I've been wanting to hunt out of them a little bit. I was wanting to put a couple around for certain times that I mean every time we've hunted basically this year, we've carried our sticks in and hung everything, and sometimes I just don't want to do that. So especially some mornings or some cold mornings where you don't want to tote everything in, not being lazy, but I think it'd be smarter. But got my rock climbing harness back on, and one thing I wanted to get at the house, this is my old tether, the first tether that I used with the saddle and all, but I got the new one from Custom Amstel, so this one was just laying around, and I added a of course, you know, it's got the big loop on the end that you loop through and then you tether right here. I added an extra carabiner that I had. And of course, this rock climbing belt has got the reason I got this one is because it's got the hooks on the side for a climbing belt. So, what my plan is, I can use my old tether for my back's sore today. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but moving kind of slow. I can use this for my climbing belt. And then what my plan is, I'm going to have to put some tape on them. Them are just a little bit noisy. What my plan is to, I have an extra carabiner on here, but what my plan is to tether to the tree, go around the tree. Hang on, what I got to do? Let me get thinking right. Alright, go around the tree like so, and this will have to be out. I'm going to go around the tree with that. And I think this is going to work. This ain't going to hardly make no noise when I get sat down. I may put some tape on that tonight to quiet that down, but I'm going to tether to the tree, and I still got a lot of rope here left. Tether to the tree behind me, and this is going to be my safety. I'm definitely going to have to tape that up. This is going to be my safety harness. I like it. It's comfortable, so it's going to serve double duty. And I ain't sure, I might not go hunting sometime and just use this for my saddle. I don't know how it'd work. But anyway, that's my idea. I wanted to get this in before I got in my climbers, because this is going to be my safety harness. I've got some Gorilla Tape in there. I may just take me some strips of Gorilla Tape and see if I can quieten that down, because I ain't got my stealth tape with me. Alright, so I didn't have any of my stealth tape with me, so I took a roll of Gorilla Tape, quieten them babies right down, put it on that ring. That's for the climbing belt, that's for my tether, the other side of the climbing belt. That duct tape, that Gorilla Tape will probably be there from now on. Alright, next on the list. Alright, so here's what we got now. This just come in the mail today. This came from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. And we know we got the XOP steps the other day. Now what we ordered is these aiders that we're fixing to put on this. I'm hoping they'll fit on the XOP steps. I'm finna get everything out and see if we can make it work. Alright, so here's what I run up against. Got the 2 stands hung, working on the aiders for my XOP sticks that came from XOP, and then I got the aiders from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I'm 99.9% sure they're gonna work, but I got to have 4 bolts that's about 1/4 to 1/2 inch longer than what's in there, and I'm almost positive they're gonna work, and they're gonna be slick too. So I'm gonna hustle on back to Alabama and see if I can't finish this project before dark. If I get me 4 bolts, I believe we can get it done, and I may end up having to run 3 steps sometimes, but these things are so light and they pack so good, I still think we'll be okay. But 2's gonna be fine most of the time. I tell y'all one more thing I was thinking about. Forever since I got old enough to tote a climber, used to hunt with an old Amaker climber, them big old heavy steel things, and then I had an old man Summit, Gorilla, and all them things. I was always one that wanted to just hunt high, 30, 40 foot, just ever how high I could get. And my biggest reason was out of sight, and then the scent factor, and then, like I said, I've been watching all these podcasts with Cody and Andre DeQuisto, and man, they just make so much sense. And Cody is 9 times out of 10 a 2-stick person, and he said most of his sets are 8 to 12 feet high. And I thought, man, that's low, and that's what I've been doing. I mean, 2 sticks only with the 2-step aiders. I mean, my feet might be 12, 13, 14 feet off the ground tops, and man, we've just had shots every time. It makes you, I think it makes you pay attention better, makes you get the wind better, pick your tree better, and I think it works. And I go back to years ago when I was 10, 11 years old, starting out bow hunting. All we had back then, I can remember, and the interesting thing is, the reason the Lone Wolf came about was Andre wanted to make something better because the old Baker tree stands. And I remember my dad having one of them when they first come out. It was a steel climber. He didn't even have a hand climber. You bear hug the tree and had the foot climber, and I can remember using that thing, and had a plywood floor in it, noisy as could be. But anyway, that's what's got him started. But long story short, back to that, about all we hunted out of back then was 10, 12, 13 foot wooden ladder stands. If we had a 15 foot, boy, we thought we was something. And thinking back, I can remember, you know, you get your wind right, and you always had a good hunt and good shots. So I mean, I don't know why I got away from it. And plus, you get such a better shot angle, and you can see further in the woods. So I'm up for getting this wind right we've been doing, and getting the picking the right tree, plenty of cover, and getting low. It's fun. I like it. But I'm gonna hustle on back and see if we can get these aiders on. All right, y'all. I've been digging around looking for bolts. I think I may have enough. That's the cable aider that we put on the bottom of the XOP step. I believe it's gonna work. I believe it's gonna work. About to get dark on me. I'm gonna try to finish this project up, and I got to feed some dogs and stuff. But anyway, about to get out of here. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.